Hello, awesome people! Do you know those parts of a dialogue where you can't really understand anything?
I know you're in a little bit of trouble, but I'm here to get you out of it.
Today I'm determined to show you exactly how to understand those parts and to make you speak just like that.
I'm not sure, but it seems that we may be in a little bit of a pickle, Dick.
There's a sound, it's called flap T, and it's exactly that one sound, my friend, responsible to make dialogue so fast and smooth. Granted, there are other sounds too, but this is the most prominent, the most important one. So basically, if you learn this sound, you have already done 80% of your job. Not bad, eh? So this is what I did. I researched 8 different languages and I found that this sound is present in each of these languages here. So basically, if you speak any of these languages, you already have this sound. And even if you don't happen to live in these countries, I'm sure that your language has this sound somewhere. This particular sound comes out every time the T meets a vowel, and it turns a simple T in an R. Not the English R, the same R present in most of the other languages. Take for example Italian, the word mare, which means sea. Listen to the R, mare, with only one vibration. Take sari, it's Hindi, and it uses exactly the same sound. Koreans have the word orange, which is orange in English. And once again you have the same sound. And we could go on and on and on, but I think you got the sound now. So I prepared 5 very interesting idioms. So not only are we training this sound together, but we'll also have fun watching together some movie clips and understanding their meanings. Well, I really can't wait, so let's begin with the first one, in hot water.
Once again, your hairdo is getting you in hot water.
I know you come over here as a favor to Billy because I got him in hot water with that government man.
If you don't plan ahead with your jigs and things like that, you will be in hot water.
Being in hot water means to have a very big problem. It comes from the idea that the hot water is dangerous and you don't want to stay inside hot water. Say for example you're married and you forgot your anniversary, then you're in hot water with your spouse. Absolutely. In hot water. Let's take care of this word. First of all, we can't confuse the flap T with the English R. When you say this R, you're going to roll your tongue back. You're going to put it back. You're going to sound like you are roaring, like you're a lion. The R sound is so full that the E next to it is completely silent. So this word will sound water, hot, hot. You don't want to say hot, because this word means extremely warm. If you touch the fire, you don't say oh. No, it's more emphatic. You're gonna say ah. If you say hot, it's not believable because you're not emphasizing what the word actually says, which is also easier because you have the same vowel, ha, water, ha, water. It really changes the way you sound. With a little modification, your pronunciation already sounds 100 times better. Alright, let's go ahead with the next one. Push the like button. I'm just joking. Actually, to pronounce this word, you actually have to use the flap T. Just mind that the O is silent here. So you're gonna say button, button. I know, this is even harder, I get that, so you'll need to train a little bit, but trust me, practice makes perfect. And in the meantime, if you did push the like button also, thank you very much. This will definitely help to spread this lesson around to other people that will definitely benefit from it. And now seriously, let's go ahead with the next idiom, like a fish out of water.
When I say feeling like a fish out of water or out of place, I don't necessarily mean that you feel like this all the time.
There's always been sort of like a fish out of water kind of element to me and how I felt being in television and working in TV.
I think I would have felt way more like a fish out of water if I didn't have even just the pinks, if I didn't have the pinks with me.
Basically, you just don't feel comfortable in the environment around you. For example, if you're attending a formal event and you know nobody, that may make you feel like a fish out of water. Or maybe you're a vegetarian and you find yourself at the meat festival. Or maybe you feel like a fish out of water when you are watching these videos and you feel that they're a little too advanced for you. If you feel like these videos are too advanced for you, then keep watching them. Yeah, I'm serious. They may be a little advanced for you, but this is exactly what you need to move forward. So don't give up. And this in general in life, whenever you feel like a fish out of water, just learn to swim in that new water. For example, I've started this video 4 times. I've started this video 4 times because I felt like a fish out of water. It's not easy, it's pretty uncomfortable to stay this side of the camera. So I'm right here anyway. I'm willing to stay all the way through because I know that this is my way to grow. And for you, if you feel a little uncomfortable right now, then do the same. Continue watching these videos. Alright, on with the next one. In a little bit of a pickle.
You seem to have found yourself in a little bit of a pickle.
I'm not sure, but it seems that we may be in a little bit of a pickle, Dick.
Yes, Greece is in a little bit of an economic pickle right now.
To be in a little bit of a pickle means to have a small but tricky problem. Just like a tangy and sour taste of a pickle soaked in vinegar. Ugh. Say one morning you hop in the car, ready to go to work, but the car won't start. Then you call your colleague and say, hey, I'm in a little bit of a pickle here, I'm going to be late. So let's focus on the pronunciation now. Little becomes little. And remember, we're talking about the T that means a vowel sound. And this is why, even if you see a T and an L, it still works like that because the sound is little, right? And the same goes here, bit of turns into bit of. So let's say it together now. We're gonna say it 3 times, from slow to medium to fast. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Awesome, my friend, very well. It wasn't easy, I know that. It's time for the next one, little fish in a big pond.
I felt like a very little fish in a big pond when I first got here 14 years ago. Now I just feel like a little bigger fish.
I'm just a little fish in a big pond full of much bigger sharks.
Where they feel like they're a little fish in a big pond and China's a big shark.
Imagine to be a little fish and having lots of very big fish around you, sharks, whales. And this image is intensified by the word pond. You see, this is a pond, which is a small pool basically. This idiom doesn't say a little fish in the ocean. No, it says in a pond, meaning you're feeling very little and scared. For example, you are just starting a new job. Because of the new environment and all the people you don't know yet, you kind of feel like a little fish in a big pond. So let's repeat it together. I feel like a little fish in a big pond. I feel like a little fish in a big pond. I feel like a little fish in a big pond. Nice, my friend, very well. And now let's go ahead with the last one for today. Bottle up your feelings.
Don't hold back on how you feel. It's when you bottle up all your feelings and then spring it on them that they end up becoming reserved themselves.
Or sometimes we bottle up our thoughts and feelings so much that it actually weighs on us on the inside.
There is no need to completely bottle up all your emotions, your feelings, and thoughts.
To bottle up your feelings means to put your feelings, your emotions into a bottle, then you bottle it up, closing the lid. This way, your feelings stay inside. And this is how you may feel sometimes when you want to say a lot of things, but you don't know how to express them. It sometimes can be good to bottle up the feelings, especially if you are in a situation when you can't really express your thoughts. Maybe you bottle up your feelings for the moment and then you release them later on somewhere else. Now for the pronunciation. Just compare this word with little. You say little, just like you say bottle. Little bottle. Little bottle. Now let's say this together. Can I have a little bottle of water? Can I have a little bottle of water? Can I have a little bottle of water? Alright, my friend, well done! I know it wasn't easy, and if you didn't say it this way, it's fine. Just press pause, exercise a few more times, and I'm sure you'll be able to say it just like me. Alright, let's go with the test now, and this time the test is a little different. Go back from the beginning of this video and count how many times I used the flap T. Take your time, use the subtitles if you have to. Count how many times and just leave your answer down here in the comments below. Not only this will help you to understand this sound better, but you can actually use it to press pause and repeat after me what I've just said. So I leave you with this task and I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers!